Hello class. So this week's topic that we're going to deal with, it's going to be a bit different from the others in terms that we're going to start analyzing and reading about a period in British history that was really important, okay? And that is the reign of Queen Victoria, one of the most famous or well-known queens throughout history, okay? So if we're going to talk about Victoria, if you remember when we dealt with the American Revolution, then we dealt with Regency times, okay? We have George III, who was the king ruling when the American Revolution happened. And then we have George IV, his son. And as you can see here, George IV didn't have any heirs, okay? So the throne passed to his brother, William IV, who didn't have any heir either, okay? So here is when we see Victoria, who was the niece of George IV and William IV, as the right heir to the throne, okay? So if you can see there, Victoria is the daughter of Edward of Kent and Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Suffolk. And I'll have to ask you to pay special attention to this last name, Saxe-Coburg, because then we're going to see, or we're going to read about some fun facts about this family, okay? So Queen Victoria reigned from or ruled from 1837 to 1901, so that's basically the very beginning of the 20th century, okay? And why do we say that the reign of Queen Victoria was Britain's flourishment? Well, this is a bit about her life. She was Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Remember that we read about the Act of Union in 1707. And we are going to see how the rest of the countries get together to form the United Kingdom, okay? She had the longest reign so far for 63 years, which of course we now know that has been surpassed by her relative, who is Queen Elizabeth II, who is still ruling. She was married to Prince Albert. She had 9 children, and she was called the Grandmother of Europe, okay? This is a really well-known motto for her, our nickname, and then you're going to see why, okay? So I told you that this era is really important, not only for British history, but for the world, okay? So throughout this period, we are going to study these events, okay? So first, we have the Industrial Revolution, which I think all of you know more or less what happened and what this revolution was about. The Reform Act of 1832, also a really important event in the political life of Great Britain and the United Kingdom. Connected to that, we are going to talk about, and you're going to read about Chartism as a political movement. And as I told you, we are going to read about Scotland and Wales under the Union, okay? So we're going to read about Great Britain becoming the United Kingdom, okay? We are going to keep on reading about imperial expansion, which we have already discussed, great exhibitions, and a bit about the Crimean War, okay, as the main events in this era. So first of all, you're going to start reading about the Industrial Revolution. That's going to be like the topic for this week's worksheet. And I'll ask you to pay special attention to, social consequences, consequences as regards politics, economics, all the fields that involve this revolution, okay? So this is like the introduction for this week's class, and I hope you have a great time reading about this.